What's up, everybody? Welcome to Quantum Ascend. I have AI16Z up on the screen. This is the 3-day chart. Just kind of made it easier for me to identify the wave counts. Looks like this could keep going a little bit lower here in the short term, but on the macro time frame, certainly looks like a 5-3-5 zigzag correction is again completing kind of right now as we speak. I do have a video out on this back from July. I just figured I'd update you guys, give you a better idea kind of where I think this is headed now, because we have come down and taken out new lows here. So I'm going to get rid of this count real quick. But one thing I want to point out before we get into that is if you look right here, that was our initial April low, right? We were trying to hold it, broke down, back tested it, boom, dropped off. Over here, back on October 31st, bam, back tested it, dropped off. So definitely a level we want to pay attention to up there right at 10 cents. Also a strong psychological number. You can tell though, we're just kind of stuck like in this range right here, right? You can see if I try to connect as many of those wicks as I can, like we've just been beaten down from this thing since May. But on the flip side, it has also been channeling on the lower half as well. So just kind of stuck in that range right now. Could it drop down here like 4 cents on the dot? Yeah, absolutely. Again, 3-day chart. So this thing still has 1 day and 1 hour left before it wraps up. But I am expecting the market in general, guys. We have some great signs of things going on right now. Stuff starting to pop up out of these ranges. I don't think it'll be any different for AI16Z moving forward. Now, the one thing this does is we have to redraw our range. And if this keeps dropping lower, we got to adjust it a little bit, but it'll really just be pennies. Now, here's what I'm going to have to say about this. At its all-time high, this thing was let me see this chart, what was that at? 2.8 billion at its all-time high. The market cap on this thing right now is 50 million. This thing got hit 98%. And it was just released like mid-Trump pump, right? So there's not a ton of price history. The market cap is really low right now. So to say that this thing's going to rip up to 10 bucks and go a full extension when it's at 4 cents sounds insane. Let's see. That would be a 235x. Like what? No. Is it possible? Sure. This thing would really have to get ripping. Again, at a 50 mil market cap, it could take back a lot of this. But to say that that's going to go a full extension right now is just, it feels a little steep. So keep these numbers in mind as we're moving up. But there is a range we're going to want to clear first. And this is, as of right now, kind of going to be my primary stopping level. We look right here, that May high in this channel that we've been in a drawdown in. I draw fibs on that range. We're excluding this because that was an illiquid event, and that was kind of manufactured, especially when we couldn't buy or sell. But you look, we smack confluence up here, right? Right up, yeah, at like $1.56 between the 618 of the lifetime range and a full extension of this channeling range. All right, so here's what I'll say is that's going to be my level as of right now for an alt season. What does that give us from where we're at? That gives you guys a 31x. So like, I get it. It doesn't set new highs, no. And a lot of you are going to be upset by that. But you got to look at it this way, man. If you bought it any time in here, you're in profit. Most of you are going to be in profit. Unless you bought these 9 days at the top, you're going to be in profit up there. So, you got to keep that in perspective. A 31x is tremendous from where it's at right now. 32, 33x. Tremendous returns on that thing, and it's still dropping. So how that could look on the way up, typically we'll at least get back up to that high. A lot of times we'll go up, hit the 1618 of this range. Here's what I should do. Get rid of this for you. Go up, hit the 1618 of this range. The B wave typically drop back down into the retracement levels somewhere between the 618, 786. And then this thing can go off after a full extension. So for the rest of a lot of the other altcoins, we're waiting on waves 3, 4, 5. Right here for AI16Z, there's only 3 waves left. We'd be looking for an ABC, right? And again, I'm not saying that it can't take out those highs. Mathematically, it can. First thing I want to do though is clear this $1.50, $1.60 level. So this drawdown here on the B wave or fourth wave for a lot of alts, typically between 35 and 50%. With this thing being a smaller cap, we'll give it that 52% right in the middle there at the 702. And then that thing could go off into a C wave. Again, there's a good chance this stops shorter. We might just get up into these retracement levels, then we have a B wave, then it goes off, right? So it's just a little hard to predict at this, at this point in time. We'll say for now we got an A wave there, a B wave there, and a C wave there. So you'd have the A wave at 63 cents, B wave at 30 cents, and a blow off up there to $1.57. And I mean, guys, even in this first move here, this A wave, this really got going. That's a 13x, right? With this guy, a little bit less. So there's still a good chance if that's an ABC, there's still a good chance this could stop out down here. We'll stay bullish for now. We'll say A wave 63, B wave 30, C wave $1.58. And then we'll say blow off scenario. If this thing were to really get, really get humming here, you're going to want to look at these levels up here. $4, $6.50, $9, $10.50. So I'll keep you guys in the loop throughout alt season as this gets going. This was a request from one of my members, so I wanted to make sure I got it out. We're just going to have to wait and see how this plays out, because you do see some coins going absolutely nutty. And this, only being a $50 million market cap right now, this could take a lot of this back quickly. So, there's always the possibility that A wave goes up to there, the B wave there, and then the C wave takes us to the promised land. We're just going to have to wait and see. So for the time being, I'm going to play it a little bit more conservatively, and we're going to do that. You also have the 1.6 went into that range and the 2.36 of this range. So pretty logical level for us to run up on this next shot here. So that's what I got for you guys. Appreciate you being here. I put together the Quantum Circle, guys, real-time trades, access to my portfolio, 2 macro videos a day, a Discord channel, teach you how to do TA just like me. That's where the real alpha is, over there. If not, just appreciative you're here. If you could follow, like, repost, want to get this out to as many people as I can before it's too late. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I'll catch you soon.